Hello and welcome to the very first TransLink Facebook Live. We're going to wait a few minutes to see if anybody else is going to come online. But while you're waiting, welcome. My name is Robert Willis and I look after social media here at TransLink along with my wonderful team, which I'll introduce to you in a minute. And also there's another team that looks after our Twitter handle at TransLink. We advise them. But everything else that's social media and a lot of the online contact comes from our team here. And welcome to our first Facebook Live. All right, we'll wait to see if a few people come on. Now, this is the first time you're on Facebook Live. It acts a lot like other streaming services. You can ask questions live, and we will try our best to answer them if we have answers for them right away. If we don't, we will try to answer those questions after the live is finished. And this video will be posted on our Facebook wall once it has gone to the end. So, today we're going to be talking about bikes and bike racks. But before we start there, I think it's probably a good time to start. And I just want to introduce who's along with me for this first maiden voyage. Come on in here, guys. We've got Adrienne and Sarah. So these are the two folks that help me run the stream right live, and they're the two folks that you'll probably see in their initials when we answer your comments on our Facebook, the Buzzer blog, at TransLink, Twitter. What else we got? Snapchat,
Instagram,
LinkedIn. We're on a bunch.
all over the place.
So these are the people behind the computer answering your question. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so as I mentioned, if you have questions about what we're talking about today, which is how to put your bike on a bus bike rack, give us those. If you have questions that are not about that, you can pose those as well, and we'll try our best to answer them. If we don't have answers, as I mentioned, we will answer them after the fact. We are broadcasting right now from Sapperton in New Westminster. Very active Sapperton. Right behind us is Sapperton SkyTrain Station, and behind the camera is TransLink HQ. We also have a lot of active construction going on here, so I'll speak nice and loudly. We also have a freight and passenger train line. So this is like a mecca of transportation here in Metro Vancouver. So let's talk about the wonderful bus bike rack. So why are we talking about it in the first place? Well, it seems summer has started early here in TransLink, here in Metro Vancouver and our neck of the woods. And usually we do something like this just before Bike to Work Week, but because the weather is so good, we thought we'd talk about it now. Bike to Work Week, by the way, is May 30th. We really encourage you to be active with your transportation and get on your bike, walk, carpool, and use transit at the same time. It's a great active way to get around. So we have bus bike racks on our entire fleet. That means you can take up to 2 bikes at any time on our entire fleet, and we encourage you to do so. But if you've never taken a bike on a bus before, you might be a little apprehensive and hesitant because sometimes, buses have a schedule to keep. People might get a little bit nervous. Well, we have no cause to be nervous because it's quite easy to do. I'm going to show you how to do it in 3 easy steps. So, first of all, imagine there's a nice big 40 or 60 foot bus here. It's a Nova or a New Flyer. It's pulled up and you're waiting at the bus stop, nice and close to the bus stop pole so the bus operator knows that you want to take the bus. And if you can, make eye contact with the bus operator to let them know, hey, I've got this bike and I want to put it on the bus. So the first thing you do is kind of try to make eye contact. Next thing you do is, I've got this wonderful bike here. So you kind of motion to the bus operator and you grab your bike. Now, if you have a place to lean it, you can do that. Or you can just lean it on yourself like I'm doing right now. Or I'll just lean it here right there. You come around and here is the bike rack. First thing you do is grab the yellow handle and number 1, squeeze. And easily bring it down, bend your knees until it's in the resting position. Now if you forget any of these steps along the way, we have them written all over here, so it's no problem at all. And if you also have a problem during this operation, you can certainly ask your bus operator and he will help you, or she will help you with your bike on the bus. Number 2, take your bike and load it onto the bus bike rack. Da-da-da. Now, if it's like this and there's no other bikes here, you're going to want to put it on the bike rack that's closest to the window of the bus. That's for a number of reasons. That's because it's probably going to be more secure, and also it's going to allow another person to put another bike on the bus rack. So you want to take your front wheel and put it on the left position here. But when you actually put it in the cradle, you want to put the back tire first, because usually it's the heaviest. You drop it in here. Now, this is number 2, put your bike on the bike rack. Big important thing to do is, don't forget, you don't want to let go of your bike because it's going to fall over because it's not secure yet. So we're going to do number 3. So number 3 is this nice little yellow handle here. Lift the arm by squeezing this black button as high as you can. Bring it up as high and as far as you can on your bike. And I'm going to put it right here underneath my fender. And just let it go and it'll naturally snap into place. It's nice and secure. And you're done. 1, 2, 3. Squeeze. Load the bike. Lift the arm as hard as you can and as far as you can. Let it drop and you're done. Now, before you get on the bus, if you have the time, and you should have the time because it's quite easy and quick to do, as you can see, you want to take any of the things that you have on your bike off that you don't want to lose. It's not that you're going to lose it, but this thing's going to move around a bit on the travel of the bus. So you're going to want to take the things off, say like the snazzy Travel Smart Light. Take this off, put it in your pocket because you don't want to lose that sucker. Get on the bus, get out your compass card, tap it in, and then try to sit near the front if you can. So when you're ready to take the bike off the bus, you can do so quickly. So that was loading your bike on the bus. Now let's take your bike off the bus. So you see your stop ahead, it's coming up. You got all your stuff ready. Maybe you've got your bike bags, your helmet, you're all ready to go. It's always good to stand behind the red line and notify your bus operator. I'll be getting off next stop and I'll be taking my bike off. So the bus operator knows that he can sit there for a little while and he knows that a bike needs to come off. You can come off the bus, come here, secure your bike with one of your hands, squeeze the arm, lift it up, drop it back there. Make sure that you don't drop, let go. Put one of your hands on the stem and one on the stern. Bend your knees, lift your bike off. Now we suggest putting it just to the side of the bus, so you don't want to leave it in front. Then you do like we did the first time we're loading the bus, you squeeze here and you drop it in place. And that is the easy 1, 2, 3 steps for loading your bike on the bike rack. Now, if you want to do this yourself, there's a couple of options you can do. Of course, well actually there's 3 I guess. You can try it for yourself on one of our fully loaded buses with everything's got a bus rack on it, of course. And you can also go, as of Tuesday next week, we'll have one of these exact displays in North Vancouver between the North Vancouver City Hall and the North Vancouver Public Library. And I'm told here in my little notes that there's going to be a Richmond Public Works open house on May 14th. We'll also have one of these here for display. So, bike racks are something that we often get lots of questions about online. But as you can imagine, one of our most popular questions, our subject matters for questions, is compass card. And the person that's been answering a lot of your compass card questions online is Sarah. So, Sarah, tell me, what is the most popular compass question you've been getting over the past few months?
I would say the most popular compass question that we've been getting over the last couple months has been, where do I get a compass card? So if you don't already have a compass card, you'll be happy to know that there's a ton of places around Metro Vancouver and even outside of Metro Vancouver that you can pick up a compass card. So you can get one in person at any one of our SkyTrain stations, from the CVM, the compass vending machine. You can also go in person to any one of our fare dealers and they can give you a compass card. You can also go down to Stadium Chinatown Station where our Compass Customer Service Walk-In Center is.
Yep.
You can give us a call if going in person isn't convenient to you, and the number is 604-398-2042, or you can get one online from compasscard.ca. So super convenient, lots of different places you can pick one up.
Great, and you can always ask Sarah online when we're around online, usually not on the weekends all the time, and she'll answer your question like she just did now. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So another thing I wanted to mention during this first live stream is we want to know what you would like to see for live streams. We want to know if this is something you'd like to see in the future, and if so, what are the subject matters you'd like us to discuss? Are there any people you'd like us to bring into the live stream? Are there any places, any transit infrastructure that you'd like to get a behind the scenes look? There's wonderful places like there's SkyTrain Control, there's TCOM that handles all the buses in Metro Vancouver and orchestrates them all. They're very interesting places, and they're places that we could possibly do a live stream from in the future. And as I mentioned previously as well, if you have any questions right now, you can certainly answer them now. But I know sometimes on the spur of the moment you might not have the questions, so you can certainly ask those questions in the comment section of this live stream after the fact, and we will try our best to answer them for you. So, thank you very much for joining us for this live stream. I hope that you found this interesting, and if you're watching this after the fact, you can leave your comments and please share it. You can also check out our How to Load Your Bike on the Bike Rack on our YouTube channel. It's just simply search TransLink on YouTube, and we have an easy video there for you to follow along with. Thank you so much for joining us on our very first live stream, and have a wonderful weekend. Take care, everybody.